When Netflix announced they were greenlighting a slew of new anime series, I wasn't sure if I should be excited or not. After all, this is the same network that brought us the live-action Death Note adaptation. And so far, the series I've seen haven't been anything too overly special. Castlevania was alright, Neo Yokio was hot garbage, and while I know some people absolutely love Devilman Crybaby, it just didn't pull me in. But that said, Netflix just released their latest original anime series, Be the Beginning, and if this is a sign of things to come, I am fully on board. Be the Beginning, originally titled Perfect Bones, is my favorite original anime I've seen so far on Netflix, and it's definitely a show that's worth your time. The show begins in a similar fashion to Dexter. A killer is on the loose, but the killer is only targeting other killers. But unlike Dexter, we begin by following the RIS, or Royal Investigation Service, who are looking into these crimes. The RIS is filled with likable characters who are legitimately fun to watch interact with each other. While they are investigating crimes and dealing with life or death situations, there's still a nice levity to each situation thanks to the way they interact with one another. A lot of this is thanks to the character of Lily, who's one of the main characters we follow throughout the show. While Lily falls into a few tropes of being goofy and somewhat dim-witted at times, and loving food, Be the Beginning doesn't fall into this trap with her. Despite her goofy demeanor, she's competent at her job as an investigator, oftentimes with reckless abandon, and even though she can be dim-witted, she also has a knack for seeing and noticing things other people don't, giving her a different kind of edge. In order to help investigate the crimes, a former legendary investigator named Keith is brought back onto the RIS. Keith is a genius with the nickname Genny, who can decode and decipher just about anything. While it's unfortunately rare to see him in the act of solving a case, as he comes in with a larger set of knowledge than the other characters, in the few moments we do get to see him at his work, it's a fun glimpse into the way he goes about solving a case. Beyond the characters, the artwork and animation is a sight to see. The artwork is a much higher quality than many of Netflix's other original anime, and even so is actually well animated, which can be an issue with higher quality artwork. All the exteriors are visually beautiful, bringing to life the stunningly gorgeous world of Be the Beginning. Seeing Lily's home in the beginning made me want to live in that locale, as it looks so pleasant despite all the bad things going on during the show. The animation merges hand-drawn and computer techniques competently to create what is, at times, stunning action sequences. Lily drives her car like a maniac, and the car chase sequences are genuinely a blast to watch, as the animators have fun making the car pop and flip around at high speeds. Similarly, when our mutant killer Bee fights off other mutant beings and clashes with them, their extremely high-speed fights are superbly animated and well suited to the medium. While I don't want to spoil too much about the plot, I do want to talk about it at least a little bit, so if you don't want any spoilers, I'd tune out for a little bit. While I compared the show to Dexter at the beginning of this review, it really is nothing like Dexter, outside of what the show seemed like from the first episode. Killer Bee has an ulterior motive, and all of the people he kills relates to this ulterior motive. Coinciding with Killer Bee's kills are other horrendous crimes the RIS are investigating, with the beginning of the series focusing on the RIS handling the various crimes that Killer Bee just happens to have some association to. Early on, it's made abundantly obvious to us, the viewer, that Killer Bee isn't the bad guy, and the organization he's fighting are the same ones responsible for the true crimes the RIS are investigating. We also immediately witness that Killer Bee has special powers, and so too do several of the people he's fighting. This brings to play the true story and mystery of the show, which is the question of where did these powers come from and who exactly is Killer Bee fighting with? What is the organization that's behind all the various crimes the RIS is dealing with? The plot unfolds at a good pace, slowly revealing information to us throughout its course, and it never falls into a predictable mold, with the types of crimes and what our characters are dealing with constantly shifting and moving forward without filler or delay. Between its plot, sense of pacing, characters, art, and animation, Be the Beginning has become my favorite Netflix original anime. It truly shines compared to the other shows, at least I've seen, and it's definitely a show I recommend. The show bounces between mysteries the RIS is solving, high-action set pieces, dark moments, and lighthearted comedy, and yet the tone always feels consistent with nothing feeling out of place. If you like anime or just want a new show to try, definitely check out Be the Beginning, and love it or hate it, let me know what you think, as I love to hear. And I'll see you guys next time. Later guys, peace!